Okay guys, today we're going to work on the Notchback. That's right, we have had starter issue after starter issue, battery issue, we've had it all. Last we left off, we had a sulfated battery. You guys didn't see that because I found that out not too long ago. So, had a sulfated, is that the thing where it gets like little crystals in it and it's all fucked up forever? Uh-oh, did I leave this motherfucker open? Come on, Alex. They're going to steal your monster tag. Someone's gonna steal your monster tag. Anyway, so last I checked, this cocksucker back here with his beeping ass, backing ass up, motherfucking having ass. Jesus, I gotta stop. Wow, it's 2022. People still have beeping backing up lights on a fucking van. Anyway, so the starter started to just, I don't know. Okay, so the car would start, then it would go wah, 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 and it would just die. I replaced the battery with a new one from the GT500, and that didn't do any better. And then I found out that battery was no good. So I said, let me just replace the starter, replace the battery, get an Optima back there, get a remanufactured starter up here, and go from there. So when I took the starter out, I was pleasantly surprised that it was one of these guys. So Mustangs from like, I don't know the exact years, so let's say 79 to like 88, 89, or 90. They had like basically a single harness starter, and I guess in the maybe mid 91, 92, around there, if I'm not mistaken, you guys might be able to correct me in the comments. They went to like what we call a high torque mini starter, or just a aftermarket starter. So you had to upgrade, and it sounded different. Like the way it started was different. So you had to get an aftermarket harness that had two connections to it that went to the coil, and it just made a different sound. So a lot of people just for the sound of it upgraded their starter, believe it or not. None of them had like 12-to-1 compression, so it's kind of funny that a lot of people upgraded to like a high torque mini starter. But when it gets hot, this thing just does not work, and it's a remanufactured unit, probably from AutoZone, and that's exactly what I got. I wasn't going to go too crazy. I was going to buy a $250 badass starter. We do period correct stuff here, and in that time we just went back and got another starter, and just kept boogieing down the road that way. So this guy, it's a remanufactured unit. Oh my god, oh my lord. Okay, remanufactured unit, $22 core. From this is from Advance, but it says CarQuest on it. But it's there goes that. It's no good now. This is from Advance, same exact starter, same setup, same deal. So let's get it on. Let's get the Optima battery in the trunk, and we'll see if we can actually drive it. Why? That car is going to get registered Tuesday, 2 days from now. It has to go to the DMV, actually physically drive there, so that they can do a VIN verification on it. Without the car being there, they will not give you a VIN verification. So I physically have to drive it there. So what I'm going to do is put the starter in it, put the battery in it, drive it for a while, turn it off and see if it turns back on again. And fill it up, get some. I have insurance on it already. I'm going to use that plate because I'm going to insure it. I'm going to swap plates at the DMV from this one to that, because I think I still can leave an antique plate on an old. Look how nice it looks. Look at the profile of this car. It sits a little high in the back, but man, ain't that fucking tits. Anyway, I'm going to swap plates, insure it with the tag from the Fairmont, because I think it's going to be in chassis jail for a long time, one of these days, a long time from now. But enough talking. Let's get to work. One thing the previous owner did that I highly appreciate is here at the pinch weld, the whatever the hell you call this shit, he actually put a piece of steel all the way down the side, so you can literally jack it up from this. You just slide it in, bam, bring it right up, and it's a robust mother effer. Like, it's super stiff. Yeah, it looks rusty or whatever, it's been sitting out in the field, but it's very robust. So shout out to him for doing that, because it makes it a lot easier to jack the car up from the side. I like when people do nice things. They're well thought out. Not a lot of people are well thought out nowadays. Everyone's a fucking homo, really. Tell me I'm wrong. Everyone's a homo nowadays. This jet literally paid for itself. First day I had it. A little more. I need my room back there. I'm a big boy. There we go. Leave it up. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, let's get in there and do some work. Well, the nice thing is that the bell housing has like different provisions in stock. If you guys remember these guys' stock, the top bolt was a pain in the ass to get to, but someone was nice enough to put a stud up there. So the top bolt is it's a stud. So let me try to move the flashlight so you can see. Okay, there you see. And if I push on the starter, you'll see there's a stud right there. So get the nut on there, crank it about 1/8 of a turn at a time, and finish up the install. Very, very, very simple. And we go down. That was probably took 10 minutes. And I was 17, that would take me 3 hours. Seriously. I mean, it's just, I don't know. You just learn more, and you just have a better understanding than when you're a young cat. Then when you're a little older and have done bigger and better things, and start a job is not that complicated. All right, let's work on the battery now. So before I go all out installing this guy, I think this has a little base you can actually drill into the bottom of that and make it so it doesn't move around. I'm gonna hook it up and make sure that the starter is happy. So I'm not gonna install it until I'm sure that the car starter starts, and after it warms up a little bit that it starts again. So I've learned my lesson with this bullshit. And then watch it be the cables at the end of the day. Then I'd have to mount this in the front. Okay, let's get it started. Nasty it starts. It sounds like grinding away at the flywheel. All right, we know it works, so let me secure the battery and see why it's making that crazy grinding noise up front. I mean, I can't really see it start it up, but man, it sounds god awful. Oh, I forgot this thing has purple lights. It's just so stupid. So yeah, it makes an awful sound, but it doesn't go womp womp womp. It just starts, which is nice. Yeah, it just sounds awful starting. So I'm gonna let it warm up, let it get up to operating temperature, and see how it acts. Take it for a spin. Okay, she's up to operating temperature, like way up there. Oh, about to sneeze. Oh, yeah. All right. So she got up to 180, 190. Now, and then the thermostat opened up. But she's warm. So I just wanted to make it to the DMV so I can get it registered. That's it. Let me see. Hell yeah, bitch! Let's go! I got money on my... Wait. Murder on my... All right, let's go for a spin.
Murder. I'm BDF, baby daddy free. That mean I ain't got a baby coming out of me. So I'm ABORT.
a float got stuck open. Dang, that sucks. That really does suck. Looks like a float got stuck open. Looks like I will not be registering this car tomorrow because this guy looks to be stuck open and it's just dumping raw fuel in the sucker. So I'm gonna tap it a little bit. Usually what happens is the float stays, well actually a couple things happen. The float sometimes gets perforated and it stays stuck to the bottom, and I bet you this sucker's all the way to the top. Oh yeah, this float's not working at all. So it either got full of fuel and flooded the son of a gun. So dang, that stinks. That means I won't be able to get it started and get it running properly. We'll see. I'll tap it a couple times with a screwdriver. That sometimes loosens things up, but I don't think so. I think more than likely the float got stuck in the down position, and it's just allowing fuel to bypass everything, get in there. This is the problem with carburetors, I'm not gonna lie to you. This thing probably has been sitting for a while, so I was very well aware that it might need a bunch of work. So definitely not making the appointment tomorrow, so I might have to pull the carburetor and fix it that way. But let me tap on the thing, see if it actually comes back, and I can do a little bit of work on it today. Well, I flood cleared it, meaning I left it to the floor, and it looks like it started up. It might have unstuck the float. Yep, okay. I don't know, see? A lot of fuel coming out of there. Be able to adjust the float a little bit further down. I doubt that it's too far up, but let's see if we can tinker with it today. More bad news. I ended up getting all the documents wet because this was on the floor, and as you guys saw, my windshield was leaking pretty good. I didn't think it was leaking on this side, but apparently it's wet underneath. So all the documents to be able to get it registered are wet but not illegible, so I'm hoping that they don't say anything about this. I'll only let them dry out here for a bit. Title's okay, it's not super bad, that's the main thing, but the bill of sale is, and so is the appointment confirmation. Okay, I can print another one up, but anyway, let's see if we can fix this float situation. That's a new one now. Typically when the float gets stuck, there's not much you can kind of do about it. I mean, there is, aside from rebuilding it. Theoretically, this carburetor should get rebuilt, and I don't have the time or the means to, I mean, I have the time, I just don't have the, let's just say the patience. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop fuel pressure a little bit, because I noticed that previously it had 4 or 5 psi. Right now I have this at 7 psi, so I'm going to do a couple of things to see if we can remedy the issue without having to take this guy apart. So I'm going to lower the fuel pressure a little bit and see if that helps with the sticky float. Now it shouldn't theoretically, but the other thing that's happening also is actually there is a return line, so this is a true return, so it goes in and it returns at the regulator, so that's good. It has a return style fuel system, but the fact that you see fuel coming out of there tells me it's too high, but I don't think the adjustment is out of whack. Typically when you look at a carburetor, the float adjustment is this guy right here, and basically you should be able to see a line halfway up. Well, I don't see a line, which tells me this sucker's full, and then you can see all this fuel here that made its way down from just, I don't know, overflowing somewhere, unless that's water. Could be water because this hood is open and it's been raining for the last day or two. So let me see what I can do to remedy some issues. Get some tools out. I'm gonna lower fuel pressure and see if that helps with that issue. Okay, lowered fuel pressure to about 7 because it was like at 10. So lowered fuel pressure. I don't see it coming out of here, so something else is going on while there's vacuum being introduced that is causing the issue. Has to be. to bring it with. Actually, I should bring it with in case the cops give me shit. Look at the rag, it's totally soaked. Ah, sucks. Hey, wow, okay. Ooh, piece of candy. Like, I'm so easily distracted. Let me see. Okay, get the gun here. Get pulled over. What's that? It's a gun. Oh yeah? You have a license for that? Yeah, it's a timing light, bro. Relax. How the carburetor's doing? Okay, nothing weird? Good? Cool. Go for rides. Let's see how everything does. We're gonna go for about a 3-mile drive. You know, shake it down, make sure everything's okay. But again, it just has to get to the registry tomorrow. First thing in the morning. I'm trying to shake it all down after work when I have some time. That fly was gonna have to get replaced eventually. And I put power steering fluid in it and definitely didn't do anything, so I gotta fix all this stuff. Clutch cable is very suspect, so I'm gonna have to, I can't believe the mirrors work. Clutch cable suspect. It's doing some crazy whining sound as I depress it. Who cares? I mean, most of you guys must have been like, oh, that seems like a bunch of work. I'm having a shitload of fun because this car, you know, not my only car, so if I can get it running good and get it, you know, get to tinker with it a little bit, get it registered, I'm up money. Voltage, temperature, everything looks really good. Wow, when I press the clutch and it goes wow, I want to know why. Octane gang, not know at all what timing is. Shifter's got to change. Shifter is awful. It's angled towards the passenger, and I feel myself like I gotta, you know, do this to shift it properly. Which now I remember why I used to sit really close to the steering wheel, is to get the 2-3 properly. But now I'm used to a good resting position, so I got to figure something out with the shifter. be honest with you, I don't think it'll go 130 and fourth. I don't think it'll go 130 and fourth based on what I'm feeling, but getting quite used to the clutch already, which is good. About 15 minutes driving the car, I get used to the clutch. So man, I mean, let's take it tomorrow to get it registered. Carburetor leak seems to have been fixed by lowering fuel pressure. It was like 10. I don't think that was good. I don't think that was doing it. I don't think that was the issue. I think something got stuck and it just got flooded and got all stupid. Base timing because it was having a hard time starting too. So now I'm going to bump it back up to about 1,000. It's a lot of work to get this messed with after a day of work, but so far so good. Had a little bit of a carburetor issue, figured it out I think with the pressure. Drove it, lower timing a bunch so that it starts a little easier and that it idles better. I couldn't get it under 1100. Brought timing down, brought the idle RPM screw in so that I can bring it back up to about 1,000, and actually ended up working nicely. So the next step is get it to the DMV tomorrow. Have an appointment at I think 9:30, 10:45. Not bad. Okay, 10:45 a.m. So that hopefully will negate any rush hour traffic and pre-lunch traffic. Hopefully I can get in and out and get everything done. All right guys, thanks for hanging in there with me, watching me mess around with the Fox body for a little bit. I appreciate you guys kind of giving a shit about it. So hopefully I'll get you more content. We'll see if we get it registered, get a bunch of stuff fixed on the car, and we'll see if we can get this Fox body doing some draggy stuff. I don't know, the gear ratio seems a little aggressive, but we'll see. Draggy or drag racing stuff, and we'll get after it sooner than later. Thanks for listening guys, talk to you later.